Well, hello, everybody. Thank you for coming early this week. I was I have Raven for the weekend, and I'm going to be over her house, their house, and I didn't want to make her wait on me doing a show because I usually do that and figure out how to do the show from there and all that. So thank you for coming on Thankful Thursday. I didn't know what to
Woohoo!
call
That's
it.
what I said, yeah.
So thankfully, Kaylee is adaptable and had no problem coming on with me. So we got this going today, and I do foresee us being. Oh no, Kaylee isn't next Friday.
Yes.
I'm probably going to be on a couple times. Is the 20th, the day Neptune and Saturn conjunct,
Let's
the day
see.
of the
Next Friday. That's
so cool.
exciting.
Yeah, so we will definitely be here talking about that. I'll
There
probably
they
be on.
are. And it's almost exact at the time we'll be coming on. It's like one
Oh
minute off
wow!
exact at the time we're coming on.
Oh wow! Cool, cool,
And the
cool.
moon will be
Yes,
there in Aries too. All right.
it will. Yeah, I guess so.
Mhm.
Wait, the 20th. Yeah, because we would have had the. Well, no. Oh wow, that's crazy. I didn't even know the moon was going to be there.
Yep. Yep.
Aries. How cool! Aries is going to be a big season. We're going to go into Pisces first. That's a big season. We do have Mercury and Venus entered Pisces this week. And that is, that Mercury in Pisces is getting direct conversation with your guides, connecting to spirit on any way. You'll have a lot more opportunities to do that connection. And that connection, I want to make this clear. Being psychic doesn't mean you hear every word verbatim. Sometimes, like Katie, Kaylee gets it like that. Everybody's different. They see it, they feel it, they know it, and you're in the moment. You're deciphering what all that is, and the only reason why you can even do that is because you've been practicing for so long. And it doesn't mean that we're always right, and it doesn't mean and that those skills they work with us on that. So, like to me, I was getting a big understanding that this Mercury in Pisces, understanding how to connect more. I don't want to say more frequently with your guides. I'm not trying to look at the word, but there's going to be a lot more opportunities, and to really like when you just think, oh, was that for me? If we ask if it's for me, it probably was. So this is why that's the hardest part to get over is I don't know if that's really what they meant. They sent a butterfly when I was thinking of butterflies. That's direct communication, like because that's how they talk, and they could use anything in our surroundings to discuss stuff with us. So I want you to know that that's really on, and then he's going to go retrograde in Mercury's going to go retrograde in Pisces too. So this is a quite drawn out retrograde, and that's never bad. I don't consider retrogrades bad. I feel like it's you're you're gaining more information that you didn't have prior to on some level, and it's up to you to understand that. They pretty much do make it clear though. But I think this was for humanity, the collective understanding how they know, okay, because this is what's coming up, and Kaylee and I were talking about this in the back. How do you know what's true? How do we determine truth? Like that's a personal thing. And of course, if your psychic abilities are on and you're aware of what's being said to you and how to, navigate throughout the day, that's great. But how do we know like what's true in every moment? Because it's getting really confusing. Don't you think so, Kaylee?
I thank the Holy Spirit. I love that we get to address truth. The topic is near and dear to my soul, literally. I like the truth aspect of our divinity very, very much. Truth relates to your third eye. It relates to how you perceive things in an honest light. It is important to notice that truth is not actually always literally the same as completely accurate, and that your truth may be somewhat different than someone else's. The three blind men feeling up an elephant, for instance. One thinks he's got a snake, one thinks he's got a rope, one thinks he's got a tree. They're describing truthfully what they are perceiving. And from their vantage point, it is as true as they can make it. Are they giving the entire picture? Are they conveying something that knowledge would be had by others if they expressed it like that? Not always. So truth is important. What we're asking about when it comes to truth is this person, is that individual, is that source relaying honestly what they're actually perceiving? Are they attempting to add a layer, a filter, a spin? Is the paradigm going to be that we can trust at least they're coming from an authentic place? Even in an ideal world, everybody coming from an authentic place, we're still going to have to ask questions and learn about things for ourselves a lot of times. In an honest way, I can say that we'll always like the truth a lot more than falsehood if we know that in our soul, truth is what is going to set us free. Now, that means sometimes you'll find yourself liking something that you hate.
Yeah.
I hate knowing this terrible thing.
Yeah.
But I like it because somehow it answers, it helps something become more clarified. It helps reveal more of the elephant, more of the story. And I hope that's an okay way to present complicated.
I love it because it's true, right? No, we don't want to know all truths. Some are very disturbing as we're finding out. But to know them, to know those aspects, and know that there's more to it, and that being exposed and brought to the light, hopefully, I believe the higher consciousness in all of us are going to raise in frequency to put an end to that. But how do you do that? I'm not, I don't want to kill people. I mean, even people who've done things like that, incarcerate them. I don't know. How do we deal with it? I guess that would be our only recourse is, I don't know, incarceration, but.
Well, I ask in the guidance of the heart, it's sort of more important for us to align to where we trust the truth that we're presenting as well as we can. And as when it comes to determining and deciphering the truth from others, what we ask ourselves is, does this explain things? Is this going to help answer the questions that are about what's disturbing us as a people, as a world? And I notice that when we're uncovering, there are some people who just consistently do not have it in them to relay truth. What we have to do first is take away their authority, their power, ensure that they're not able to influence others. They're not able to. We right now have a literal, I have so many words for him. We have somebody in a position of seeming authority. Now, mind you, his authority is an illusion,
Right.
and it might be important for us to start to get a grasp on as people on a spiritual path. The worldly authority is an illusion. The only real authority is coming from a much higher source than that. And it does operate through people who are open to receiving from it. As far as the answers coming about where these people end up, I do thank the Holy Spirit. I think it's going to be a little bit more clarified in a little while. I do feel as though we're going to believe a lot more about Creator than we do yet. As it happens.
I like that. Yeah, because that is right. Those are some of the good things that are going to be uncovered, because you do see more of the divinity within yourself, within the collective, within those around us. You see spirit. in action, in a lot of ways. I mean, we're all spirit, but it's uh, a very heavy time to be alive. And even though for the last few years I've been saying all of our systems were going to be restructured, I really didn't see this. I knew that was there, but I didn't see it coming up to light. And I didn't even know it was as bad as it is. But here we are. And it's important to, take breaks from that. Go into your heart, talk to spirit, talk to God, talk to Jesus, whoever, and help, because I mean, well, to me, this is what, as much as I am enraged and want revenge, I know that that's not going to, it's just going to keep the cycle going, right? More hate, more revenge, more, but that's why it's got to be done on a more higher, I don't know.
Can I share a famous quote that I misinterpreted for a real long time myself? Vengeance is mine, saith the Lord.
Yeah.
Here's why it was a scary thought for me for a long time. I thought it implied the creator, father, mother, is angry and is likely to come and be scary.
Yeah.
And I didn't understand it differently for a long time until I went out to the world in the Holy Spirit thinking, I love everybody. I have so much love. And then I go to a place where I did find that having a meaningful intention to care about others and always think the best about them did
Yeah.
defang the bad guys. It defanged them. They were unable to do any harm. But I did also understand and learn they don't stop necessarily being bad guys. There's a certain category of bad guys that are a little bit hard to describe in a light sort of setting like this. I'll like it enough to explain that, and I thank you, Holy Spirit. I give only this. There are certain beings that are capable of accomplishing something like an interference with a human vessel. They can only do it when they are invited to, and they're not capable of harming people who say no, basically. But when they have become a significant part of that person, they do make that person seem as though they're heartless and soulless. And it seems as though those people, no matter how much kindness is given, they do find it so threatening. It's like they're actually hostile to unconditional love. They're not, again, they're not capable of doing any harm when you ask for the Holy Spirit, Jesus, God, protect you, take care of you, hold you in the light. When you have that love in your heart, they really can't do that to you. But what they don't seem to do is change. Now, it may be the time scale I was looking at was way too small. It may be over longer periods of time. The human finds a way to resist that uncomfortable entity being that related to them for a while. And it may be even more complex than I can comprehend. What I am getting at about that is let it be that when we think of it as, when that is said, vengeance is mine, what is said is, you be unconditional love. You give it to me to take care of you, and I'll take care of them the way I see fit. And it will
And spirit, and spirit really does, so that's what I've been doing. And just thank you for taking care of this spirit thing. Please show me my, what kind of assistance can I be in this? Like, what can I do for myself? It's good to ask for that for yourself, and even like I said, we don't have to do big things, just sending it all love, sending it all truth, have the truth be revealed. That's one of the things I send out for the world every day. Let the truth. I mean, because like KAYLEIGH said, truth is, it's subjective. Here's truth. Where are we getting it? But I mean, when it comes to us being ruled by leaders, that truth, you know. So I don't know. It gets deep though. It's layered. You know,
Mm,
truth is really, really layered. And what's your truth? Where do you draw your line? And that's something that we really got to know about ourselves. Who are we? How much you know, how far in this do I want to go? I think we're all kind of standing here going, what is going on? You know, like it's shocking. But that said, that is part of their the dark, the heartless, soulless, the parasites. They know that after a while, you know, they have psyops and they try to get us to desensitized and used to things, and it's just um, you know, we're kind of watching. No, nobody in our country can really do anything because we have no, uh, you know, it's one sided in Washington. I think the states will start doing things, but thankfully, out of in the world, they're bringing in um, charges and things like that. So we're just going to have to watch it, see it play out because it can't stay the way it is. You just
well,
can't.
I think the Holy Spirit, you know what? The more we allow ourselves to perceive that speaking out, telling our congressional representatives,
Yes,
whichever side of the aisle they're on, I don't like this,
yes,
saying things, communicating, expressing, and truthfully, allow yourself to go into a little state of routine meditation or even a trance-like state where you allow yourself to perceive a little bit better how your role fits into this unveiling story,
yeah.
because it's not, it's a hard thing to say in the right way. Let it be clear, but it's too difficult to give a frame of reference for this.
It is. It's not easy.
Find out that we all have a role to play. We all have a way to star in our own story. We don't have to get scared. We can't get impassioned. We can approach with caring, even the enemy, but we allow it to be that we can smile and say, I'm not afraid of you. And we allow ourselves to observe that that is actually real. And we discover that we have no fear. And it is not a bad idea to share just a little light feeling here. They are trying very hard to take the world. Here is why they don't get something great after it.
No, it
Those
can't.
who care, those who love, they can get something great after it and
Mhm.
will. Those who don't aren't likely to. And they're really fighting to stay. So
Yeah, I mean,
we don't
and
have
that's
the
true.
fear they have.
Yeah, that is true. They are in their death throes, literally, because, well, I believe in the astrology, the precession of the equinoxes, the whole thing. We're coming into a golden age. We have all these other ages closing down. And for those to close down, you know, all that stuff that was pain and trauma associated has got to come up because we don't want to take that into the new era. We don't want to take this stuff into the new age. This is this is kind of how they've had control for the thousands of years. They've had control, these dark backdoor backroom deals and this, you know, having dirt on people and by abusing others. It's just, you know, but
I
like,
like I like how Sandra expressed that there, Sandra did. It's hard to examine it without doing it. When you do it, you notice a lot of things about who you are, that who is in the person inside that form that
yeah,
is not like what you imagined. And you like that person. You like
yeah.
that person a whole bunch. And you start to reflect on that a little bit more and more. And it does become a really beautiful sort of love story in a way. Actually adoring the highest good, the I am inside, who
Mhm.
loves you and is also capable of becoming the conscious world that we, I think, get to celebrate after a little while.
And that's such a good point too, because I mean, the higher frequency we enter the new era for all of us, I mean, it just makes that new era even more of a place where you can relax. Now there comes the word that I'm really focused on, because our nervous systems can't relax. We don't know what it's really like to live in a peaceful environment throughout the entire world. We can make our own environment peaceful, but there's always something that can come in and trigger it. And then, I know if you're anything like me or KAYLEIGH, we're going back in and meditating and, calming down that energy. So it's just, I think it's really been an exercise in using our muscles, because this nervous system thing has been going on pretty full force for the last 10 years plus. Go ahead.
I just had a neat thought. It kind of touches a little bit on some of this. How I'd look at it as is when you allow yourself, like you're saying, meditate, to truly trust that you have a role. Okay.
Yes.
You may not notice how much your role is important. And I thank the Holy Spirit. If we recall the story about a butterfly flaps its wings and halfway around the world is a tsunami, think less about it like there's a disaster awaiting, and think more, if I suddenly have the urge to take care of my neighbor, start taking my neighbor, somebody who was lonely, a cup of coffee every day, whatever, some little thing that you feel moved to do, guided to do, and you trust, I don't know why I want to do it, but I want to do it. And so you go and you do it. And then say this person takes on some of that care, and then they have another interaction that they approach differently than they would have before. And then they reach out to just the right person at just the right time, who's going to have some revelation available for the world that's going to change something monumentally huge. You never know how much every little thing that you are truly blessed to be able to accomplish resolves into a very intricate, beautiful, beautiful drama, comedy, great story. And we're all here having the opportunity to share this stage. And I love that we get to do this. And I want us all to get to celebrate it. So let yourself notice that you have a place, an important place. However big or small, there are no small roles. However big or small it seems.
And I like that you're saying that, as we all do have a place, and and it's okay. However you want to handle this type of information and this whole, it's a lot. It's okay. Don't feel like you're got to do this or that, or I just don't want to look at it. That's okay. For now, whatever it is, it's okay. And like I said, we're gonna get through it, and we're going to strengthen our inner resolve, our inner selves, our inner spirit, our nervous system, everything. It's always, it's always raising up and free evolution, So I got everybody's questions. I think everybody's had many birthdays. Hi, Carl. Happy birthday. Oh no, my brain just went. My gaze. Oh, see, my guides made me give my neighbor flowers in the hospital. She passed a week later, but loved them. And how beautiful is that? It's just small things. It's not, I got to go out there and save the world. I mean, I know we all wish we could, but we do it from our vantage point in our neck of the woods. This is your area. This is my frequency. I mean, that's not how I say it. Sorry. This is my, okay. They call the external world, and this is my, the words escape my mind. Oh my gosh. Anyway, it'll come back. But this is my vicinity. That's what they call it. I'm in my vicinity. I can only take care of everything in my vicinity that I can actually do something with, They told me this a couple of years ago. Not everything that you see is true. Things can be manipulated so easily now. So this is why we were taught to work on our discernment, to understand our gut, what your gut say when it sees something, and how do you? Okay, see, and they're showing me this is just gonna this is going to be. We can't give our power away. Is basically what they're saying. Do not give your power away. Do not just believe everything that you see. Yeah, a lot of it we're seeing. It is horrible. It is horrible. But it's when the talking heads come out after that and try to put spin on things. We all know what that's about. It's really important to just trust your gut and only go in as far as you know little bits at a time. It's big stuff. It's really disturbing, and to me, those are the parasites, right? And the parasites are being exposed, and they are going to dissipate eventually because they cannot live in a higher frequency. It's why they do everything they can 24/7 to keep bringing down the frequency, to keep it at, to have us always in this state of fear or dread, or it's just sadness, really. It's just awful to see. And at the same time,
Did she freeze? Well, am I still here? Hello. Valerie.
there we
Wait,
go.
I hear you. I hear you. Okay. What happened?
I have had this problem. I always thought it was my internet at the old
Uh,
apartment, but it doesn't happen to anyone else in the house. I'm the only one who does lives and stuff like that, right? But I'm starting to believe, because a couple of my friends had said to me, maybe the energy's too high. Maybe and I thought, well, yeah, guides are always around. They're always around. The energy's always high for everybody, but I don't know what's causing it, and I don't want to say, oh, but it is kind of odd that it happens every time I go live. So, and it doesn't happen to anybody else. All right. So anyway, this is you know,
I'll tell
put
him
your
you
hand,
said so, Leah.
put your hand on your heart and just love yourself, and take a break, walk away, whatever it is. Hi, Mirror Dragon. And say hi to everybody.
Yes.
Bad. Leah. Hi, Viviani. Yeah, Viviani. I'll look for your question. Um, CJM, Sandra, Venus, good to see you. Brina, Scarletta. Let me just get your. Thank you, Viviani. Let me, if you guys can, I don't know. I don't know why the internet does this. Like I said, it doesn't happen to anybody else in my house. And they're gamers. Like they play, you know, those computer, they're pretty high tech and they never have a problem. So I don't understand it. And I know we have the best internet because of what they do. So I don't know. I don't know anymore. Okay, Viviani, I'm not seeing your question just yet. Ascending universal butterfly. Yeah, Leah had a lot of good points that she was bringing in while we were talking about inner truth. It is so important. When we go around our corners, we don't know what we're doing to see or feel till we go around those corners. Exactly. And it's a matter, I mean, we are living in the moment. In every moment we're like we adjust, we're like surfing. Okay, I got your question, Viviani. Carl Heath, happy birthday. Carl Craig Dixon's here. Hi, Craig. Um, he's keep popping up on my thing here. Okay. So good to see everybody. Thank you for coming to hang out with us a day earlier this week. We really appreciate it. P.S. Good evening to you. R.H. Unavailable. Good to see you. I got your question. B.D.O. Leah. M.S. Steve. I got your question. Good to see you. Guys, I'm so sorry. I'm slow. Lynn Hirayama. Lynn Hirayama. Nice to see you. Hi. I'm sorry if I said your name wrong. Carl, Leah. Salama. I always say your name wrong, honey, too. Wittina. I have your question. CJM, Joyful Journey. Good to see you. All right, I made it to the top. Okay, it looks like we have 13 questions started. So let's see where we can start. Make sure I have everybody. I hope I do. I'll start with Carl because it's his birthday, and we got Leah, and then Salama, CJM, Craig Dixon. Craig has like a two-part question. Leah, BDO, MS Steve, RH Unavailable, Brenna, Viviani Heller, and Scarletta. So if I didn't say your name and you want to put a question in, go ahead. I'm going to ask KAYLEIGH, how are you on time today? How do you?
I'm flexible so far as I'm aware.
Okay. How's the puppies? We didn't even see the
puppies. So far, so good.
Nice.
If when they let me know things, I'll just hop up and down.
Okay, no issues there. Oh my God, I love it. All right, Carl. My birthday was last Wednesday. What do my guides tell me at this time, and what do they see coming up for me now till next week? What day are we on? We're on a
Thursday. Thankful Thursday.
Yeah, Thankful Thursday.
The 12th.
The 12th. Okay,
so you said 5 days we're coming into the Chinese New Year?
Yes. Like, and this is the thing, right? We're all we all can feel this. We're releasing that wood snake before we get into the fire horse. We're releasing a lot of stuff. So if you're not feeling so hot, which I kind of saw from a couple of questions, it's your guide saying just allow them to do the work to release things. Not saying it stops in 5 days, but a lot of it will be gone. So I was trying to see the date for Carl. Carl, we just had Mercury and Venus go into Pisces. I don't know why they're bringing that in. But, okay, see, they're saying you're coming into your connection to your team is connecting with you, is what I'm getting. And it's going to be really good these next 8 weeks. Pay attention to the things coming up around you, the things that you know in your heart. Believe them. That's pretty cool. What do you have, KAYLEIGH?
I thank the Holy Spirit. I asked the Holy Spirit to guide my understanding now. I immediately got a feeling of excitement in the heart, and it felt like a real creative kind of feeling. And I kind of got this glimpse in my mind of you moving around dynamically, like moving in a spiritual way. Now, I like that I got that feeling because it felt as though you were getting inspired about something creative, and it felt as though you're really involving yourself in the nuances and the details of a way of doing things that you're really going to enjoy. And I thank the Holy Spirit. We can answer that it has to do with creating something to do with your channel, And we do notice that you did send an email, which I have not had a chance to peruse yet. I am sorry. It's been a little bit of a hectic time here lately, but I'll let you know when I do look at it, how I respond to it. I like that it feels as if you're getting lit up, you're getting
Yeah.
enlightened. And I do notice that it feels like you're devoting the energy to something creative and individual, independent. So I don't notice this like a collaboration as much as your own inspiration. And we do like that feeling quite a bit. I'm liking that. I'm noticing, ask the Holy Spirit to help me understand this. I'm actually noticing it like I'm watching a little kitty cat watch you. You're enjoying doing something, and it seems like there is a particular smiling little kitty cat addressing you, like I'm looking at you, I'm your star or something. I don't know exactly how come that came forward, but we like the feeling. I'd advise you to let yourself really go with the flow and almost let yourself feel like this is on top of the world feeling, because you get to go with something that you really enjoy and it's fruitful and it will become a benevolent energy, a source of income and a future for you.
That is so cool. Yeah, I feel it feels good to me. And when, as KAYLEIGH was starting, I got the card receiving. That's what I got for you, and then I got security. I know that's it's a big deal for all of us, but I know that is one of your concerns. So that really made me feel good for you. Sense of self, going home, stability, comfort, wise decisions, and family. And then receiving is a new job, gifts, recognition, opportunity, promotion to come in any way. You know how spirit is too. They bring in the surprises. But then I got nature. Tune into the natural world. Like you're gonna receive if you can, and I know it's not easy to relax all the time if you're stressed about money and how things are going. But if you could give yourself a certain amount of time every day, maybe 5 or 10 minutes to just be in nature, to connect, to receive, that receiving is really a big thing for you. The more you allow that, the more you're going to understand what's coming in for you. And then they made me, well, they didn't make me, they said to choose one of these chakra cards. And this is purple. This is the crown chakra. And it says highest path. I'm going to read it real quick because this is pretty important for you. You are a child of the divine, here to manifest your path of service on earth. Use your keen intuition and natural psychic gifts to follow your heart's desires. Your inherent wisdom is a gift of the Akashic Record. Use it to guide you in the direction of your intended evolution. Be willing to release anything that prevents your progress, including old beliefs and behaviors. You are attuned with the universe. Believe in yourself and be disciplined as your path unfolds. I think that's what we were talking about last couple weeks for you too, Carl, a couple times. And it's not easy, right? Sometimes it's just like it's the same message for a while. I do that. They work like that with me too. It's part of becoming a master at whatever this part of your journey is that you're working on. I hope that helps, Carl. Let us know what happens. All right, Leah. May I ask for messages how to create new life pathways? What do I look for?
Can I go ahead and launch in? Because I got something coming.
Yeah, please.
I asked the Holy Spirit to design this well. It looks to me like I'm literally seeing paths. I'm seeing so many. And what I love is it's not like you're having to go very far. It doesn't turn out that you have to go very far to find fulfillment and enjoyment, fulfilling life. It's noticeable to me that how I was receiving it is a good idea to give to you exactly as it arrived. It is, you're planting seeds, and I mean anywhere you go, whoever you're addressing, a light comes into you about something that you care about. Let it be that you allow yourself to spare them no detail, share anything you really are passionate about, anything you really care about. Notice it like each individual I interact with, I'm going to hand them a seed. Now, this one, it may be that some of them are not fertile ground for that seed to grow, for something to sprout. It may be that somebody extraordinarily random is not noticeable right at the time, but a short while later, they're going to have something in return for me, some fruit coming from that seed I planted. Notice it as if you're farming the people a little bit. You're farming them. And it's not like you have to look at it as if the people are your only route to success. But I notice that what you have is a richness within you that,
Mhm.
given the perfect outlet, is going to just thrive and prosper. And how I see that, how I notice and observe that, is you have a reason to be feeling out who around you is the right kind of energy to notice how much you have inside you to give, and will let you see a fruition of what you're capable of. And I thank the Holy Spirit. I don't want to put it in any weird way, so I'm only going to reword that, what just came to my mind. There's a particularly interesting idea about a sort of fulfillment of creative energy that is absolutely enjoyable. And again, fruitful. That word fruitful comes up. I am actually now seeing a literal garden. It looks like it's in a greenhouse or in some kind of shelter. Obviously, would have to have light. And it looks like you're actually occupying yourself with having a really, really wonderful, abundant feeling working like this. And I do notice it like it's something that you could come to with a connection, with a pathway opened up through a communication with someone seemingly unimportant who turns out to notice something about you that is, what's the right word, well worth cultivating. And we do notice it's not really the only avenue available for you, but it's the one that I got right now to give to you. And Val might have more in addition to offer.
That is so cool. Yeah, because I got the same time. Like the path is opening. You are the path, right? And as you focus, the path opens up. The door, the people, the places, everything. It's like we hold ourselves at the path because we a lot of times think, well, I'm waiting for spirit to bring me XYZ, right? But spirit brings you XYZ when we decide. I had such a hard time with this too. It's not easy because you're like, well, I want to do what's only for me, and they're like, the only way you do that is by choosing and making those decisions in every moment of what is only for you. So they want you to have fun. They want you to, this is a good time. It says fun, pleasure, vacation, escape, like really daydream and be silly. And the elementals were coming in real heavy. Um, and then I got connection, like, and this is how they show the path. Like each one of these branches, just whatever you focus on and put attention to, opens up for you. And you can't. I don't know if you can see like the little balls. It looks like they would be leaves, but they're more like little magic balls of of surprises and miracles. Like you focus on that, what that is for you. So connections, all personal growth, expressing your feelings. And when they're saying expressing your feelings, they really want you like details, because like Kay was seeing the garden. Garden takes details, right? But this was pretty interesting. I got Journey by Moonlight and Believe in Magic. And these are all elementals, all in there. And I never looked at it before. There's a fairy, there's a little elf. Um, I want to say that's a Cupid. I don't know what else I could call the one that's playing the music. But Planting by the Moonlight too. I don't know. That just came in. But then this card came up, and this is another moonlight. Okay, and the next full moon is March 3rd, and it's an eclipse. It's a lunar eclipse, and it says release control. So whatever a lot of the ways that we believed our life would unfold really has a lot to do with us releasing the limitations we put on that instead of just allowing our heart to take us to the path. I hope that makes sense, Leah. My goodness.
Val, Polly added a question, by the way.
You got it.
Just a moment ago.
All right, Leah. I hope that makes sense. Let me know if it does or doesn't. I try to make it clearer. All right, let's see. So, okay, Salama, are you here? Let me go check the questions real quick. All right, so we got ascending butterfly, universal butterfly.
I see. I don't know why. I just have to tell you one thing, Leah. There's this place in our neighborhood that you would adore. It's they've got like 3 or 4 or 5 greenhouses. I've only been into like one of them, and they come alive every springtime, and they've just got seedlings of all sorts of things. And you go just wandering around, and you go into these big greenhouses, and you're walking down, and there's all these beautiful labeled little things. And I arrive at an idea it revolved around the idea of you being in a place like that. And I could care about it a whole lot more than that and just tell you that you thank the Holy Spirit for opening the pathway that you really love. That's it. That's as much as I can give without trying to overinterpret.
Yeah, I love that. I love that. It's like if there's something that's something you're interested in, definitely stop and go check it out. Definitely open up that door, or acknowledge the door. The more we acknowledge them, they open, and so it's so crazy to explain. Hi, Mary Thornberry.
And hi, Liz.
Hi,
nice
Liz.
To meet you.
Hi, Mona. Mona Lee Seraphim. Very cool name too. Amir Jagan, thank you for your compliment. I appreciate that. Let's see. It's Mary Thornberry's birthday. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Had a great time today. Spend it with friends. Oh, that's so awesome. And so nice that you come and hang out with us on your birthday.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let's see. I'm getting a couple more. Polly, where's Polly? There you are, Polly. I was seeing if I can't say her name for the life of me. Can you
look at it? Salama?
Salama. Are you here, Salama? Hi, Liz and all. Hi, Karen Robinson. I saw you a little bit ago. I don't see Salama, so we will go to the next person in line here. CJM, are you here? At CJM and Craig Dixon will be after that. If that is CJM is here, awesome. Okay, Liz has a question. Let me restore that, Liz. Oh, see, Carl, you need to get your good sleep too, huh? It's important. No. I don't want to sound like a mom, but it is. It's important. Mere Dragon. Okay, got you started too. All right, so let's go with CJM. Feeling a bit lost, need some guidance, direction. And that's exactly what we're talking about this last week. First, we're going up to the fire horse. You're the fire horse. We have a same day, a solar eclipse, new moon in Aquarius, huge energy. And then 3 days later, we have a Neptune and Saturn conjunct in Aries, more fire. So just because a lot of us are feeling, well, I don't have any idea, I'm kind of floating. We're floating in that Pisces energy, but that is going to change. That fire is going to come through. and we're all gonna have that. Oh, there it is. It was right in front of my face. I know what I know what I want to pursue. I know what's for me, And it doesn't mean, even if you do pursue something and say it doesn't work out, that is okay. Whoever said we weren't to make mistakes is so wrong, because that's part of living. We experience experiences. Not every single one of them works out right, and that's okay. That's how you learn. You learn what you don't like, at least, right? So I don't know where that came in, but please, I understand feeling lost in direction. I feel directionless all the time. And they're like, you just gave somebody a reading. You just did that. I don't even like see what I do. It's not about that. I don't know how to explain it. Have you written down, start with the basics, like write down what it is that you would like to experience. And it might be 20 different things, and they're totally opposite of each other. But this is the cool thing about spirit. Somehow they'll make all those 20 different things and put it in its package just for you. That's the cool thing. So it never say, oh, I can't have that, or I'm too old for this, or whatever. Just let all those doubts go. Write it down and say, you know what? Maybe spirit has something there that I don't know. And that's where it really behooves us to allow for the mysteries and the magic. And look, you got the hidden card. you're feeling lost. Okay, so need to express true feelings, secrets, hidden intentions. I'm not sure if they're saying that you're hiding this from yourself, or you being honest with yourself about what you would like to experience. And you're still, don't want to bring it up, but you're still grieving. Allow for that, and call in. It's call in those loved ones. Ask them to show me. Can you show me some direction? Could you give me some insight? Because when we're not feeling 100% ourselves, we don't dream. We don't really put that out there, and it's okay, that you may not feel the best, what's best for you at the moment. Just let it be. Just let yourself be. And in the new era, this is the last thing I'll say. I'm sorry, Kayleigh. I'm just running my.
No, you're good. You're good.
The new era isn't about us being productive in every moment and having to meet deadlines and having to do things by the book, and there's these certain rules. It is about allowing yourself to be without those pressures, and that's really uncomfortable to get used to. Every day I'm like, I need to do something, and they said, you're sitting here and you're meditating, that's doing something, or whatever it is. Now see, this is community. I'm getting okay. You know what I just saw? I saw spring equinox will be around March 20th, and you know how they have like little flea markets, things like that, like a place like that. I see you going to places like that, and that's really going to like help you. You don't have to force nothing. You don't have to buy anything. It's just going out around your community. And that's truly where we're headed to. Our lives are going to be more community based. And what can we do to help each other in the community? Now I'm just going to pick one more card. Let's see. CG. Oh man, see, I want to cry because I know that's your mom. You're surrounded by angels, protected by angels. You are cherished. I don't know why I want to cry. I'm sorry. Sometimes energies just come in hard. And then I look down and it's, desert passage, but that says, trust there's a divine plan. So you got a lot of the divine around you, you know, your loved ones, and that's going to lead you to a transformation, which is um, perfectly perfect for you. And there is a divine plan too. You know that. You put your heart into that, whatever it is that you want to create is there for you. Okay, sorry about all that, Kaylee. Geez, I just was on and on.
No, I love that you got all that for CJ. I thank the Holy Spirit. I asked the Holy Spirit to guide. I was getting that, and I'm going to start with, I may just give you this. It may be the better idea to give to you. I was seeing you actually laying on a bed, looking up at the ceiling, and you had a little bit of a sort of fitful face on, like, I shouldn't be laying here. But while you're gazing at the ceiling, you start to notice something, and it's as if you're seeing a light happen there, and it starts to become a scene, and it starts to play out, and you start to notice an investment in your energy and how you're observing this scene. And I thank the Holy Spirit. I think you're actually allowing yourself the process of respect and trust that I might have a reason to have a pause that is acceptable. There may actually be something about divine timing and divine plan in this. To allow yourself to feel as though you are an aspect of the divine creator, asking yourself how to initiate the plan, the next step in your story that you really want to savor the experience of, is sometimes about giving yourself a hard time for a little bit while you actually allow yourself to proceed doing what the plan asks you to do. And sometimes that is take it easy for a little bit. Don't fret. And I know it's hard. I know it's hard. There have been so many times just screaming at self, like, I gotta change. I gotta do something in another way. I'll allow it to be that we're not talking about me, though. We're talking about you.
But no,
Yeah, go
we
ahead.
all experience it, though. We do. We all experience it on some level at some time in our lives, right?
It's like the idea being sometimes you think you're frustrating yourself because you're doing something wrong,
Yeah.
and in a little while you kind of uncover the truth is you were just biding time until the moment to act. And we do thank the Holy Spirit. I asked the guidance of the Holy Spirit. It felt like it was not a bad idea to ask in the Akashic, and I don't know why these messages in particular were provided. I thank the Holy Spirit. There was a request for assistance. It was about a couple of illusions operating at two different chakras. They're both emotional body level, so it's in the unconscious more on the almost like the inner child level, a little bit more like that than in your thinky self. The illusions operate as if it's something interfering with how the natural flow and harmony of your real soul, intention, and purpose wants to operate. So you allow yourself to hear these with the idea, get rid of this idea. I don't want this idea. And let yourself feel as though by becoming aware of it, you clear it out of your energy bodies. Your conscious mind being informed tells your unconscious, okay, listen, and then it all is straightened out by your comprehension, by your rejection of the illusion. The first one that came up is at the fourth chakra, the heart chakra, and it's think before you speak. It's along the lines of feeling as though you have to process before you allow your heart to express what it wants to express. Don't do that. Let it express. And another idea about that is if you have something to say, sweetheart, trust it's worth saying. And notice if it is something to anyone's surprise, all the better. And then the other illusion operates has been at your eighth chakra above your crown. It would relate, I feel like the best way to describe the eighth in this context is it's how you see the law of cause and effect. The purpose being to notice why this particular one came up. This illusion is the ball is in your court. Allow it to seem as though you're relinquishing the idea that you have to be knowing everything about what's going to occur. And I ask the Holy Spirit to make sure I'm putting the words right. I'm not. the words are better said to be like, let yourself notice that although you think you have to figure something out and sort something out and make something be, it's not really how it's going to occur. You thank the Holy Spirit when your guidance comes as clear as crystal, and you notice it, and you thank for having this time to wait.
Nice. That's beautiful. Yeah, that's powerful messages for you, CJM. Lots coming in. And it's just, we got to allow, but understand, that spirit is there. Thank you, Viviani. She sent in payment. So we're going to put Viviani up front here.
Thank you.
Oh, thank you so much. Very sweet of you. And thank you all so much and beautiful. Thank you for being so beautiful. You're beautiful souls. Your energy is what brings the energy up here with KAYLEIGH and I, And
we feel good.
It's beautiful to read in that energy. It's just so beautiful. Let's see. I know Viviani's here, and then Craig, you will be after Viviani. Where did Viviani's question go?
Oh, and thank you, Viviani. We split it too, y'all. Just so you know.
Yeah, we do.
Thank you so much, dear.
I've got my AdSense working, so yeah, but you can't. And thank you. These are older donations, but you have to have like $100 before they send it to you. So it's building up, and we'll share that too eventually. All right, Viviani, may I have a message from Spirit, please, and thank you. Yes, Spirit. Oh, they won't. Okay, they're right down to business here with you, Viviani. They want you to go into a chakra. And this is something good for all of us to know. Like if you can throw on a chakra meditation once a week to realign your energy centers because they're purposely being messed with. And just, just twist up that energy. It makes it all very hard on us. It makes energy heavier for us to work through. And, that's not usually the first thing I think of. If I'm feeling bad, I'm like, oh my goodness, what happened? Why am I feeling bad? Instead of looking at what part of me is feeling bad and check out this chakra. That's what you do, right, KAYLEIGH, with your chakra readings?
I'll align to that in just a moment. Can I ask real quick, Viviani, if it's okay if I do let myself ask in the Akashic? I'm getting an impression, but I like to work with the soul conclusively, and I'll let you know that unless I'm doing it in the Akashic, I always treat it a little bit more like kids on a playground, and in the Akashic, I treat it like I'm looking at your manual. I'm looking at your user manual. So if I have your permission, I'd love to look at that. I look at when I do the chakra analysis. It's actually a session that I offer. I'll just go through each of your chakras and look at the percentage active each one is on the mental, physical, emotional levels, and then a lot of times we'll get an impression about like if there's an energy that is out of sync with who you are, and a lot of times chakras just, I mean, honestly, the Akashic, it's so fun in there because we're always liking how we find things. We'll locate at these energy nexus points, and then we can determine how they're influencing you. And then we can say, get out of there. Just get out of there. And then they go. It's really cool.
And they do. They really do. Once you tell them to leave, they leave. But that, I love doing those too. I do a chakra healing because we do more than astrology and well, I don't know, isn't it weird, like we're all psychic intuitives, and our spirit team is bringing in more of who we are, so it's like really hard to label yourself. It's really hard to say, oh, here I could do this, which some people do. I give it to them. I don't know. I get this weird. Well, actually, they're saying, Viviani, yours just answered it. Okay. It makes sense if I do it like this, Viviani. Initiation. Spirit is initiating you to a new level of awareness now in preparation for the next cycle of your soul's development. You may have been sensing this transition in the form of agitation or restlessness, or lack of sleep. The hard part is over. Now just relax in knowing that your development is being guided. Say a prayer and a blessing to express gratitude for how far you have come and set an intention for where you will go next. You are being acknowledged for by source at this time. Okay, and this was the crown chakra, and the crystal is really important. I think you do crystals, selenite. I am getting more of that angelic feel from it, from this initiation for you. Okay. Okay. I'm sorry. These are long. Psychic awakening. They wanted this one too. Now, this is the third eye. It says you have the ability to awaken new and mysterious forms of reality. Think astral travel, visions and dreams, night magic. Think shadow, the unknown, and faith. Think new beginnings and the new dreams. They're all waiting for you to discover and unleash them. What will you do with all this new awareness that wants to come through you? Consider the many ways that you can help and heal others by becoming the oracle you were meant to be. Well, now this is specifically for Viviani, but as I was reading it, they're saying they're showing me everybody being gifted. It's not even gifted. Remembering more of your skills and abilities. And then I got answering the call. The time is now, Viviani. And this one kind of sums it all up. Oh man, I didn't see underneath it either. Mystic healer. It's like that's what we all are, right? We're these mystic, magical beings. Healing energy flows through you, and then miracles was on the bottom of that. Expect the wondrous to emerge. So I think that's what you're going through, a new part of the awakening process, and it's all coming in. I think that's really happening for all of us, and it feels, kind of disconnected sometimes. It's like, why am I even here? What's going on? I hope that helps, Viviani. I'm rambling.
I thank the Holy Spirit. I ask the Holy Spirit to guide me well. We have a reason to acknowledge, and I thank the Holy Spirit. I almost always go with my first impression. And I noticed that instead of wanting to go with my first impression, I actually thought about asking to go into your Akashic. I did observe something different than what I was anticipating in there. I'll let you know that this is what came up first before going in the Akashic. I felt something in the heart, and it felt a little sad. I actually saw a heart that was purple, which, I thank the Holy Spirit. We know purple heart has to do with wounded warrior. I like that what we noticed there was a feeling of I'm hurt, but I'm not unaware of a healing. And I noticed that it didn't seem like a hurt idea that stays hurt. It seemed as though it was wanting to let go of that hurt. So I let you know that's how I felt at first. And then I noticed that as I got into the Akashic, I got into the grown-up mind, a little bit more into the grown-up-y mind. I noticed an illusion in the emotional body, that sort of more inner child level, at the 7th chakra, crown chakra. And it helps to notice that here's where we manifest from. And here was the illusion. It's like if it doesn't have to be hard, I could probably make it easier, but I thought it had to be hard. So I'm letting things kind of come forward. Almost like if it's going to be worth doing, it's going to be a little bit hard. And I don't want to put it any seriously complicated way. It's along the lines of what doesn't kill you makes you stronger. And I like that we know that illusions coming up as something your soul is requesting to have cleared is meaning you can let go of that idea. You can believe in your heart instead. I'm going to manifest from a place, from an idea of golly, this is easy. I'm going to replace what doesn't kill you makes you stronger with, wow, this is easy. And then notice that what you want to do is mentally locate your seventh chakra. Think of yourself kind of addressing it on the emotional level. See a layer of mental level, a layer of emotional level. And then notice yourself putting, wow, this is easy in place there. Like type it out and put it in there. And then see it like that's how you are going to want to manifest. Unless you want to change that down the line, try that for a little bit and notice how it feels and create in your heart this awareness that you want that heart to feel like lighter. So let it be that that would be a great way to initiate practicing the new idea of manifesting. I'm going from wow, this is easy to wow, this feels so good. This feels so great. This feels blessed. And I'll let you know that's what I got. Thank you so much. And I thank the Holy Spirit.
Oh man, that's perfect too. That's a good point. We all have this choice going forward. The programming has part of what we've been releasing in all the dark nights of the soul and things like that. As soon as we decide it's easy in grace and ease, in my highest vibration of unconditional love, as soon as we put those like disclaimers on that, it's like boom, 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 doors open. It's so cool. Oh, you're welcome. And um, they're saying just go on. Sorry, I was gonna keep talking and they want me to go on. It's like just go on. All right, so we did see JM. Craig Dixon is who I said next. All right, Craig Dixon. Let's see. Katie Val, the place I saw in my dream I wanted to show and tell Clara. I drove to Gallup, New Mexico, explaining to her what I saw. Did she understand? Okay, here's the other part. The place was in Gallup, New Mexico. It seemed to be in a different time, excuse me, a different reality, and I felt compelled to explain.
Can you put the first part of the question up again too?
Yeah, it does seem very significant. Interesting. I know where Gallup, New Mexico is. I know a person who lived there. I'm getting like a 40s, 50s scene. A nice older car, like really cool looking car. I wish I could know the name of it. Go ahead. What'd you get, Kayleigh? I'm sorry.
I just had this little image of Clara, and she was sort of answering like her fingers are doing this, like I didn't understand.
Yeah, no, she understood. Yeah, I'm sorry. That was the first thing I got. And she's like, I'm right here. Of course I understood.
And I observed that following that, she wants to do this, like wrap her arms around you, around your neck and hug your neck. And it's sort of, and I thank the Holy Spirit. I'll let you notice that Clara does come up as a somewhat sweet person. She also comes up with a little bit of an edge. And I don't always notice how to relate to her. So to let it be that I'm going to get a hand relating with Clara, to Clara now. We're going to notice how she's actually being. Ooh, a little flash of the eyes like, I'm sort of keeping him sheltered from an idea. I want to believe in my heart it's a good idea. Keeping you, Craig, sheltered from an idea. I want to believe in my heart she's letting me understand it's a noticeably important thing that she wants to keep you sheltered from. What is? She's saying, I hope he's noticing that I like to keep him a little homey right now, and I want him to have a happy feeling at home, liking home. And I love that she's not trying to address it any further than that, and she's wanting to believe that that is a good idea to give to you. And I ask the Holy Spirit, I thank the Holy Spirit. She wants us to tell you that, and we're going to give you this. You let her decide nothing, but you allow yourself to feel what you feel about her. And notice if you feel like you're deciding something because you care about her feelings, that's all right. I saw what you said about that tea set you found. I did see that. And I feel like she'd be going like this, like kids like excitement. It's really neat.
You know what? I didn't see the tea set. I'm
He
sorry.
found a
Who got a
tea
tea?
set. I think he said at a restaurant that was closing down, and it's like an
Oh,
old, really cool tea set, and I can't even imagine how much fun that is.
I know. I love that kind of stuff. Like, yeah, she likes to do that. It's like, what are those? Oh God, when you go on when you're going on an adventure, like, and it's you open up a treasure chest in each place. Like everywhere you go is like an adventure, and there's like I'm not saying the word right.
Oh, I know what you're. Why is the word escaping me too? Uh,
And it's like each place has its own magic, and you got to find this thing. Why can't I think of the word I'm thinking of? Crap, it'll come. Oh, look at that. Okay, so interesting because I got these two words: timing. Okay, which I was getting. Okay, and it's kind of deserty looking here, but I was getting like 40s, 50s, and there's like that older TV. Um, and then I got anniversary, so it did feel like it was a party or uh, an important. Okay, it says birthday, holiday, important day. What the heck? A treasure hunt. Thank you, Liz and all. Oh my God, my brain was just like, it's like every time they go somewhere, it's a treasure hunt. Every time, it's like so much fun for her, and it's a lot of fun for you too. You really enjoy this, Craig, and she loves that you have all of these thoughts about her. That you'll act out on these thoughts and have fun together. I'm soaking it in tea water for a few days to season it so it won't crack. Oh, it's her Valentine's present. That's so sweet, Craig. The place had a resort we talked about last week when I asked Laura to rescue me from the blonde. Clara, not Laura. Okay. Yeah. The blonde women. The beginning of a new. I want to say, even though you have a really solid relationship, friendship, it's like the beginning. You're building up on that. It's coming into more and more uh, connection. That's the word underneath connection. And so just keep doing it. You guys are enjoying yourselves and you're having a blast. All right. I hope that helps, Craig. He felt he needed to explain to Claire. No, she's right there. So, hi, SR Kish. Um, let's see. Salama, if you're here, let me know. See, we did Craig, we did Leah. Well, this is a good question, though, Leah. For Spirit, may I ask the Holy Spirit if Source judges and punishes those who we see as monsters? No, there is no pun. What happens is the way they explain it to me. Um, those with hearts and souls are always given like an energetic reboot, for a better word. Those without hearts and souls are transformed and transmuted in source sees. I mean, I only see the sun, and it goes into the sun, and they transform and transmute it. But yeah, no, there's no like vengeance or judging or punishing or hatefulness. None of that. It's always in love.
I agree there's no hatefulness. I do want to acknowledge that, and I thank the Holy Spirit. There's a little bit of a different take that I developed on that.
Okay.
Think about how much we beat ourselves up when we think we did something mean. We sensitive, caring people.
Mm-hmm.
How many hours have we spent doing mean stuff to ourselves? And I thank the Holy Spirit as a result of feeling bad about having hurt somebody, even unintentionally. And
Yeah.
generally, I would say always, almost always unintentionally.
Yeah.
When we address ourselves like this, what we're keying into is the I am inside, who knows that I am in me, but I'm also in Val. I'm also in everyone out here asking anything or speaking or sharing.
Mm-hmm.
And I care about myself in all of us. So I do actually essentially have a reason to hurt myself to make me get to where I don't hurt myself. Is that making sense?
It absolutely does. Yeah, it's part of the journey, is what you're
Now,
saying.
it is. Now, as we come to our knowing of the spiritual existence, we truly seek to guide ourselves to not do harm. We seek to undo any harm we've done in the past. That's where we address karma. We seek to balance and harmonize so that we get to feel lighter and better and happier and more fulfilled and be able to get more and give more and be more and everything. Now, there
Mm-hmm.
are those who are like now operating, we would say, in a very low vibration. They're lacking a knowing about the spiritual existence. As a result of them lacking that kind of awareness, they go through experience another way of experiencing a shift in their perception.
Mm-hmm.
They do come to notice it eventually as I did this to myself. But I'll let you know, before they recognize they did it to themselves, they actually feel like they're getting hell. And they
Yeah.
notice that, like, I am being punished because I was bad. I was bad. I was bad. Now, I'll let you know that they do eventually come around and they do always come to see the light some while after they have let themselves do the wrong. So we notice that it's hard to say it any better way than there is a judgment. It comes from within. We do it to ourselves. And we like that we got to where we could acknowledge this and therefore seek the guidance to better ourselves. Those who have not yet, who aren't there right now, are going to get a different idea about that. And until they come up and acknowledge the Creator and the blessings that come from that, they may actually think of it as if it is a punishment. We don't need to look at it that way, but I like that we can if we're really unhappy about how bad they are.
I love that. I love that because that is so true. I was just saying source, but yeah, we all have a spark of the divine in us, right? Well, you do that as is part of the journey. Is MS Steve? MS Steve, are you here?
Spirit.
M Steve. I'm sorry. I'm seeing two S's. My apologies. Yeah, that was a really good question. Thank you.
Neat question.
Yeah. Let's see. We got um. Craig, you're so sweet. I just love your adventures.
Craig
Um,
lives a lot more excitement than a lot of people do.
I mean, I think it's fascinating too. I love it. I love that she's
It's
there
a
with you
sweet,
and this
sweet,
is going
sweet
on.
feeling in the heart. It's a
Yeah,
sweet feeling.
yeah. And that it's pretty okay. M Steve is here. Hi, I'm Steve. All right. So let's see. Hi, Val and Kayleigh. Also, Carl. Carl. My birthday was 2 days ago. Another birthday. Oh
Happy
man,
birthday.
all these Aquariuses. I love it. Would love a spirit read for the next 60 days. Keep on keeping on. Yeah. Yep. We're just at this crucial point, Steve, and we're all being realigned right onto our spirit teams are aligning us onto the next part of our path. But it has been kind of felt like we're disconnected, for a better word. It's not like you're where I've had those times where you just know everything was unplugged and you're starting to ask, well, what did I do wrong? It's not like that. It's more of a pause, right? As we shed the rest of our skin in the wood snake. Uh, why are you saying that? Okay, hold there is there. Okay, okay, you put keep on keeping on, and they're like, absolutely. But sometimes, you know when is the right time to go forward. You will know when everything is in alignment for you. I'm gonna get a couple cards for you, Steve. Freedom. That's an Aquarius card too. That's what Aquarius is want more than anything is freedom and good health, better times, growth, family, positive outlook, success, and hope. I mean, the sun always brings us that. Uh, there's, I'm getting it's like an inner feeling that you are feeling like that. But then I look down and there's a card here that says longing. Like you do, like you're looking for a quest, you're looking for something fun to do, something else to do. um it's been a while, and I think we're all thinking that, like, it's been so long since we just had fun and do what Craig and Claire are doing, like, how do we do that? How do we go forward? um and follow your heart. That's what I'm getting. Follow your heart, Steve. Oh my goodness. Okay, so I got the freedom card there. Then I got freedom of expression here. And this is the chakra deck. And this says, banish fear and judgment now. Let it constrict you no longer. Know that the expression of your highest truth is protected and supported by spirit. Speak your authentic wisdom with conviction and courage. Rest assured that doing so will bring you to where you are meant to be. Share your truths from a place of loving compassion so your words land with the intention you used to compose them. And as I was reading that, that's like these words are for you, to you. And then I got father and worth, father, health, and worth. So more like you being a father figure, being protection. With how's your mom? Probably with your mom, you're very, very supportive of your mom. Health, exercise, diet, sleep, mental relaxation. Okay, they focused in on the mental relaxation. Just allow yourself to be in that meditative state. Um, you are worthy. Always, efforts will be rewarded. Success lies at hand. But the way they're showing me worth is that it's an innate thing. We are worthy within ourselves. So I got father, health, and worth, and freedom. A lot to do with freedom. Um, see what KAYLEIGH has. I'm sorry, KAYLEIGh, I'm just getting away.
Well, I love that. I was told to give it to the Creator and ask the Holy Spirit and devote no thinking to it until I do so. I give it to the Creator and I thank the Holy Spirit. I'll let you know that I do not have any idea what to say, except for we have this idea coming now, forming up, that we're clearly letting you see you have an idea coming about flow. We're seeing you almost standing like you're calling in the corners. I don't know if you've ever done that before, but you turn to each direction, you open your arms, and you invite in the answers. And we'll let you feel as though what you're really asking is, do I have a place where I am, where I feel really rooted and grounded, and like I stay here and feel good about where I'm here? To ask yourself this is fine. To give yourself the idea of, I am calling in the corners, I am bringing in all these other directions so I can see and feel the vibration of each one for me. That's an idea you want to step into. We get that there's a little bit more, and I ask the Holy Spirit to guide, a little bit less to say than I think right now. What I'm giving you is truly the point. You have a purpose doing what you're doing. Going forward, you're going to have a wind of change occur. The experience to change is not too close. There is a reason to thank the Holy Spirit through these 60 days. And we'll ask you to notice what you really want to maintain is a proper motion to carry you towards the path that you truly decided a while ago that you want to embrace. We care about that path a lot more than you believe. We'll let you see more towards that in a little while, son, someone's saying. And we want you to notice that what you really care for is really worth caring about wholeheartedly. We give you a hand, but the path that comes is going to be fruitful and abundant in joy. We'll let you notice how soon that arrives is a little beyond your window that you're asking towards. Yet again, just be aware you have a little purpose beyond there, which is like you have asked for and requested with your soul. We want you to feel on purpose the liking of where you are, how you come to that placement where the joy is fruitful and abundant. And we care to have you feel like that is necessarily happening. And we would like you to be aware that we are caring well about how you achieve it. So notice that we are watching you, and we love watching you, and we care about how you are receiving this. So we give you this is with a happy heart. We say all this.
That's so cool.
And thank the Holy Spirit. And I do know nothing more than you said something about sending me videos. I'll watch videos.
No. I love it. I got determination also for you, Steve. Go all out. Like there's something I want to say. We're the in-between stage, right? The liminal space of things are still releasing, and what's for us isn't all here yet. So we're kind of in that space. But fill in the details is what I'm getting. Whatever those details are for you that matter to your heart, definitely fill it in. I hope that helps, Steve. No, I know you guys talking about Chinese food. Yeah. Oh,
Val, I noticed Mary Thornberry was addressing a topic that we were talking about a moment ago.
I got it. Yeah, I have her. I stored them. Let me put them on the other side.
I mean, I don't know if we should continue with the ones we already have started and come back to that. However you feel about it is fine with me.
It's on that same topic that Leah brought in. And she's asking, what if you have someone or souls that do bad deeds but never think those deeds are bad, such as a man having a relationship with their daughter and they see nothing wrong with it? Okay.
This is so interesting.
And then how would they judge themselves if they have no problem with it and does not see it as wrong?
All right. Now, there's a little bit to say towards how the idea works when you're looking at it from an Akashic perspective. Mm-hmm. There is a joy and understanding that every soul is a substantiation of I am, is an insubstantiation, however you put it. It's an incarnation. Essentially, mm-hmm. It's the Creator blessing with us with understanding what we're really about is trusting that I was made perfectly as a soul. I was not made to be a harmful thing in this massive undertaking of creation energy that mm-hmm. comes from the most benevolent being ever. Mm-hmm. There's no one designed to have hate be who they are. And there's no one designed to hurt myself, I am, who doesn't get that you don't hurt I am. Notice that man does a harm to God in that child. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Now, having done that, who cares how well he knows himself? When souls become out of alignment, no longer perfect, mistaken about who they really are, what's happening with that man you describe is he's operating from an ego level awareness, essentially a fourth dimensional awareness. He doesn't know the fifth dimensional spiritual aspect. Mm-hmm. He thinks this is it, this is life. What does it harm? All right, now notice what we're looking at, what we're asking about is, does he get punished? He gets to relive in a way that's going to cause him to experience her experience. He's going to have a karmic repercussion. Mm-hmm. And it becomes a clear understanding how karma works and how come we have cycles of reincarnation. And when we do get to, and I love this part, when we do get to escape the cycle of reincarnation, we get to love, love, love eternal existence. We'll let that be a topic for another day. There is no one having to worry about this, and that it's not like I am actually abandoning anyone I ever created. I am would give us to think about. I am not actually saying I throw you, I don't make anyone burn for eternity. What I do ask is that doing harm means you have to experience the consequence of that, knowing what it feels like to have that harm done to you. So we do have a little bit of awareness that sometimes there have been there's a lot more I could say about it, but if I start going on and on, we will never answer other questions. So let it be that you allow it to be that you're not understanding it to be anything less than they do experience the consequence. Though they're not aware in a conscious way, the higher self, the soul that was designed by the creator, does know.
Does know, yes.
May not know it in a way that we can describe in human consciousness levels.
Mm-hmm.
It has an awareness, and that is why it continues through the cycle until it becomes conscious enough to determine how to make change.
And that's why we play out these long cycles, with soul families, and it's a lot to it. There's so much in there. I'm going to tell everybody who I have left. I have seen M. Steve's mom's videos. He sends them to me, and I love them.
Oh yeah,
he gives me she is very inspiring. Goodness,
awesome.
I love it. Yeah, it's beautiful. And it's beautiful to see how much he cares for her. I just love it. It's beautiful.
Sweet.
All right, so I do have Selima, BDO. We just did Steve, HRU unavailable. Brina 41, Ascending Universal Butterfly. Here's okay, I got the T1 up here, Craig. That's beautiful. Found a 1920s. I bet it's gorgeous. I'd love to see it. Joyful Journey, Polly, Liz in Awe, Mere Dragon, and SR Kish. Okay, so I'm assuming Selima is not here, so we're going to go with BGO. I did see you just recently. Are you here? It is deep, Mary. Oh my goodness. It's
Venus, I see your comment there as well, and I don't want to take more time from the next person from BD, but I'll let you know a lot of thoughts about that if we have time afterwards, after a question.
Yeah, because
I like that you're asking about thinking about things like that. It's a really cool topic, and
yeah,
we can go on and on about it.
Yeah, and it's so true. We don't know what that soul has done in a past life, Okay, so Brina's here. We're going to go with BDO first. BDO's here. And are you unavailable? I'm sorry.
Do you have a question saved for Venus? She's asking.
I did not see it, Venus. Let me see. I don't think so.
Could you
Venus, I'm sorry. I did that 2 times. Oh, no, here it is. Oh, no, that's the one, that statement that you just made. So some of the victims experienced in this world may have done that in their past lives. Unless that was your question. That's the only one I have up there for you. All right, BDO. Hello, is there health cause to my feeling colder than normal lately? That's interesting. And immediately I got, no, it's kind of that release phase that we're in. It brings up a lot of odd symptoms, and we, start to notice. I know I've been noticing some weird things my body's doing the last few months, last year or so too. And it's just they're noticeable, right? So this is something you're noticing. Is it colder than normal? But I am not getting that you have a health issue. I'm going to ask the pendulum just to be sure. Does BDO have a health issue because of the cold? Mm-hmm. Think of the cold as in your case, when you get those cold, it's like your cells are releasing something it doesn't. We're never really going to understand of all the things we released, and that's going to go on for a while. I mean, we're in the biggest part of it. We release to receive, right? But every time you're cold, think of it as a layer is being removed. Is what they just said.
Venus just reposted her question.
Got you, babe. Thank you.
I asked the Holy Spirit to guide BD. I don't know exactly why, but I'm getting it can't ever hurt to just add a little bit more greenery to your life, to your diet. And I feel as though it's not really important to notice why, but for some reason I'm get like dark leafy greens, and don't notice it like it's anything except for enjoying some of the garden's blessing and noticing that it feels good.
That's awesome. Yeah, and it's like we literally are in this chrysalis stage, and we're going to become a whole nother, transformed into something else. And many of us aren't even aware of it. I'm pretty sure those of us here are, but it's a strange place to be in lately. But know your spirit team is there, and they're with you, and you can always ask for assistance. You say, please, I don't want to be so cold. If it's really annoying to you, or if anything hurts, especially, make sure you talk to your team. I hope that helps. All right. Are you unavailable? I know I saw you there. How will the rest of my February go? I just heard surprise. Surprise. Lots of surprises going in. They're saying those are good surprises. It is in each of us are. Again, it's like your team is there. They will guide you. They will help you understand what that means. I'm asking for more clarity on surprise. Did you get some? Oh.
I'm seeing. I sometimes when someone's asking about a month or something, I'll try to picture a calendar in my mind. Mm-hmm. And I just noticed for the first time, I don't know why, but these calendars go up instead of top to bottom. They go bottom to top. I have never noticed that before right this moment, because we're like down here, and I'm noticing we're progressing up in the calendar. I have no idea why it does it that way, but anyway.
I love that, Katie. I love that because it shows me that we're spiraling up. Like even they see it like that.
Well, it's neat. Maybe, yeah. However, it is. I'm noticing there's like this starburst, and I can't claim to understand what it's about. I could guess that, when Val said surprise, it coincided with this starburst. It seemed like that's not that far away. I asked the Holy Spirit to guide. It's not really about a big surprise. It's about a joyous thing. And notice that you don't really have to fear anything coming up. It doesn't look like there's a nasty undertaking along the way. Think along the lines of, I get to enjoy a little surprising experience, and I'm happy about it. And I noticed that I kind of carry on with a smile for the following days and weeks. And we do like that.
Oh, I love that. Yeah. And I got, it's part of the process. And on here, it says journey, growth, path, experience. It's nice though. It comes in and it's, is that a tomato too or an apple? There's a lot of fruit here for some reason. I don't know what this is about. They just brought that to my attention. This card says fulfill, and it's about eating food, meals. Now, there's a lot of fruit on there. This is a tomato vine. I'm not sure. I don't know if any of that resonates with you. Underneath the tomato vine is an apple. Like, seriously, there's fruit like everywhere I look. I don't know what that is.
Fruitful, and I didn't speak it aloud, but I got the word fruitful. And
oh, you did?
This is why it's annoying sometimes to have such a human aspect to a reader. I'm like, I've said the word fruitful so many times today. Am I to say the word fruitful again? I'm just not even going to say it. And now you're getting tons of fruit. So no, I'm not going to do the human in the way anymore.
I'm telling you, it's something about fruit or the abundance, the fruit,
Mm-hmm.
the
Those are
sweetness of
the said fruitful abundance.
the sweetness of life, energy, health, abundance, growth. Again, I keep getting this growth and then nurture. Okay, so I got nurture. It's like you, it's a woman, mother, partner, love, wisdom. I'm getting, uh, I'm getting Mother Earth is nurturing you because of the abundance, but maybe you're nurturing someone. Are you taking care of someone or I don't know. Maybe you're caring for someone. Something you're doing within like family, a few people. It's first before I saw Mother Earth. Let me explain it. I saw angels. Like you're an angel. You're being an angel to somebody, or someone's being an angel to you. So I'm not sure which way is coming in. Let me see. We got RH. Let us know if that makes sense to you. RH unavailable. I thought that was cute. Surprise, surprise. All right. Is Brenna here? Brenna, I think I saw you a minute ago. Brenna 41. And I can read the names again. We have Selema, Scarletta, Ascending Universal Butterfly, Joyful Journey, Polly, Lizanal, Mirror Dragon, SR Kish, Venus. All right. Whew. All right. I'm going to get moving on it. So, who do we go next? Brenna. Brenna's here. Hi, honey. Maybe it's a thing with dark greens. Yeah, maybe. I was getting, and when she was saying greens, I was getting make sure you take your vitamins and minerals, but I didn't go into it. I usually tell people a lot. All right, so we have a message about my soul's purpose. Brenna, were you taking a class?
Steve, that sounds really neat.
Oh,
thank you, Brina.
She is so cool. She is, I mean, I just think it's beautiful the way he takes care of her. Hi, holding your space, Terry. Good to see you. All right, Brenna. Oil painter. How you doing, Diana? Let's see. Valerie, KAYLEIGH, tribal dancers. All right, so Brenna, I was seeing, I don't know if you're taking a class or like researching something heavily, like learning how, and Reiki keeps coming in my mind. I don't know why. Energy healing, maybe just being interested in it. Your soul's purpose is see, this is your soul's purpose is what makes your heart smile. This is what they said. It is our decision. Look what I got for you, Bruno. I got good luck. New opportunities, career success, happiness, fertility of good things coming up. So that the way I'm reading that, the way I'm getting that is that as long as you are focused on and taking those steps to the things that resonate with your heart, that means something to your heart, those doors should just keep opening up for you. And it's like the soul's purpose is kind of like a culmination of all those things throughout time. It's pretty big. I don't. If you want to go in a little bit more deeper into the question. Toots. Love how you say that. Diana says, love you, Toots. Okay. Did you want to?
Oh, I'm sorry. I
No,
was
no.
still getting to something I wanted to share. I like that. I like this part. One thing we learned about in working in the Akashic is it's you can look at it like you have a purpose when you choose a theme. I mean, bear in mind, Eternal Soul.
Right.
You do like to dine on different ideas and
Yeah.
different experience and expressions of your being. So at some point, we like to pick up on some new things, and it does look like you have a purpose in looking like you're enjoying the theme of temperance for some little while. I'll ask real quick, is this like a lifelong? Why, yes. How you view temperance is going to be based on where you are in the theme of learning about it. It's like you want to experience it from having an abundance of temperance to having a lack of temperance to being anywhere. I'm not to say a lack of, I guess you went through that at one point and you decided I'm done with that part of it. Um, I like also that we can clarify one last little thing. There's a reason I got drawn to the idea of, and I thank the Holy Spirit. We wanted to know if there was a soul specialization that is kind of near and dear to how your soul likes to operate individually beyond even this incarnation. And we got that you're kind of interested in being a soul specialist in Master of Design. And Masters of Design structural specialists are beings who really are fascinated by and love structures of systems. It can
Mhm.
be a study of like literal structures, buildings, themes. It can be like how government works, how money works, how philosophy works, how theology works. It's along the lines of understanding and noticing the structural relationship between things. And I feel like that's an attribute of your soul rather
Yeah.
than simply put a purpose, yet it is a driving energy urge. Who you are feels like I like doing that. And I noticed that with that and a little bit of an explorer soul thrown in there. Explorer souls are along the lines of how we'd put it is they're the adventurers. They're the ones who will boldly go where souls have not yet gone. I noticed that when we got that, I liked it enough that I was really excited about giving you that one first. And then I got a little concerned because you had two specializations come up, and I was going back and forth, like trying to decide which one to address first. The explorer soul aspect, how I'd put it is you're an adventurous soul who has a belief in the importance of noticing the purpose of the things that you are learning about and the structure of things that you're learning about, and you study on this and you have some notion of what temperance means to you, which may differ from the textbook definition of temperance. And yet again, I'm going to keep on rambling when it's not necessary. You can learn, love whatever you like of what I give you. I love
Well,
you. Thank you, Holy Spirit.
that is so cool to because now I'm thinking of the soul stuff, and I look down, and I'm reading these chakra cards, and it says soul path intuition. So I started reading the card. I'm like, is this for Brina? And it is, well, okay, they didn't just read it. They said, your path is unfolding in a good and perfect time, and you are right where you are meant to be. No one is in your life by accident, and nothing has transpired without careful consideration and curation by spirit. Now is the time for you to trust this path and open yourself to deeper awareness of your purpose for incarnating in this lifetime. As you engage with your Dharma and explore your purpose, you may be inspired or called upon to help others do the same. So that was interesting that you were saying, the structures and stuff. Maybe we're all light workers and love workers and energy workers, and we're all on that level. I feel part of our soul purpose this lifetime. But I hope that helps, Brenda. Yeah, see, she's had different themes at work.
Mm-hmm. That's cool.
That is cool. I'm glad it resonates. Thank you, Brenda. Okay, let's see. Is Scarletta here? We have Scarletta, Ascending Universal Butterfly.
Scarlett
Salama.
just said I'm here.
She is awesome. Scarlett is here.
Mm-hmm.
Go there. What will happen in my next 6 months, please? Ooh. Uh, I'll be honest, I can't. This month alone is too big. I think this month is going to be a precursor, right? It's going to create the foundation of what's coming in for your next 6 months. But this month, you don't want to. And I'm not saying this like, oh, be afraid of this month. That's not it at all. But this month is so pivotal for all of us. It is what happens, what uncovers our soul team, our spirit guide, spirit during this month for us individually is extremely meaningful for going on the rest of our time. This month is it's really cool. I don't even know how to put it in the right words because we are entering a new era. And what does that look like to you? Okay, when my team says that is follow your heart. What makes your heart happy? What makes your heart smile? Not somebody else, not money, not time, not a relationship. It's what is meaningful to you. Explore that. Here, see, I got exploration, creation, experimentation, universe. So, explore to your heart's content. That's the thing about looking at a bunch of different things. Open yourself up because, there's no limits unless we place limits on ourselves. Definitely do what you love, though. I'm just going to pick one more card, and it is huge plans, ideals, courage, wealth, strength, memories, challenges. I mean, you got the elephant. Elephants are very wise. Use your wisdom, your inner knowing as you explore. All right, there we go, Katie. I'm going to talk
I
the whole
thank the
time.
Holy Spirit. I notice I don't actually typically address the tarot. And then it's funny, I noticed some Ms. Tarot D came in and snuck in and just to bring some good vibes, and we thank you so much. And I don't know why, but I had to shuffle the tarot very much like I am a professional, and then draw exactly one card. And it's the Knight of Cups.
Oh, nice
And
card.
I asked the Holy Spirit, is it nice to know why I drew that? It is. I asked the Holy Spirit to guide. We drew this card because we feel like there is an emotional energy ahead that you're going to enjoy a lot. We savor the understanding that you maybe make a decision about someone that you've been longing for. We allow you to notice that it's a heartfelt experience that you like. We want you to observe that this is not a big deal. It's just a heart loving something and having a nice idea about it. We love you noticing that it's not a big deal to go even as far out as 6 months. We thank you for thinking in terms of maybe 3. And we give you a hand noticing that why we're saying that is because that's what we resolved to give you, the answer that we receive. And that's all I can say.
Very cool. Yes, it's very. I hope that helps, Scarlett. Scarletta, I love your name. Let us know if that resonated. All right, ascending universal butterfly. I know you're here. I'm pretty sure you are. Yes, you are. I am here. Oh, let the sun shine through. I like that name. The masters are with us. I love that. So mysterious. Yeah. But Scarletta, the mystery is you're the one who gets to pick and choose what you explore. That's the cool part. So whatever it is that resonates with you. Hi, Miss Tara D. Thank you for coming in and saying hi. Um, so cool. All right. Sending universal butterfly, man. Please have a message for
All right.
in March. please, from the Holy Spirit, thank you so much. Go ahead. Seems like you got something already, KAYLEIGH.
I asked the Holy Spirit to guide. I mentioned this because I was aware of it a little bit beforehand. We love that we're feeling something good ahead as far as these months go. We thought about it a little bit much beforehand, and we wanted to share with you that the lightest feeling is the one that you want to address. Go into where you fear nothing and allow yourself to see what that lightest feeling actually looks like to you, dear. And allow yourself to see, I want that feeling to be how I am. And I'm making it an intention. I've set the intention. I'm liking that they're letting me know I'm a little bit off track. I thank the Holy Spirit. We're letting you know it's not really off track. We're just liking better words than KAYLEIGH is using. You're wanting to notice how you want to put that feeling in the forefront of your conscious awareness. Determine that that is who you are, how you operate, and what you're going to work with in this next couple of months, a few months. And we want you to notice and observe that this is how you're setting your agenda. I am ghost in my heart going to the feeling that I observe, and it is the rightest one for me. And I'm going to put that forefront idea in my heart, and I'm going to accomplish making that who I live as until such time as I resolve to shape myself in a new form. We allow you to notice that this is actually a very happy idea, and a belief system comes through you that will help you to address another person who needs your hand, and you're going to give a heartfelt understanding to a first timer, a first time love who wants to know you well. And we thank you so much for being a friend to us, and we love you very much. And we ask the Holy Spirit to guide and hold our hand, and notice why we're saying all that. We're caring about you so much that we don't know how to cram it in through this mouth. And we love you. And I am.
Love it. I love how it just gets it. Well, it's words are different here. But I got curiosity for you.
Words are different.
Yeah, they are. They're just like for when you hear spirit, and then how we like express it, because they're very
Thanks.
factual, to the point. And then I'm sitting here trying to make sense after I'm seeing things, feeling things. Anyway, and it's challenging for me. All right, so I got curiosity. Um, the message for February, March: be curious. Really, take take chances. I don't know what I'm saying. Take chances and look. Excuse me. Look around you for things that kind of pique your interest, right? And then I wasn't even going to say this, letter, but it says note, text message, or invitation. So that might be something that piques your invitation. Piques your curiosity. Is this letter, note, text message, invitation? Oh no, keep us updated, see what goes on there. This is, okay, well, they're saying it is an invitation from your spirit team to be curious of everything around you and to look. Like, how you look at the same thing all the time in one way. It's like, look at it from another perspective. That's more what I'm getting from that. I hope that helps, Ascending Butterfly. They are a little chatty tonight. Chatty. All right. Joyful Journey, are you here? Got Joyful Journey, Polly, Liz and all.
Joyful journeys here.
Oh, so awesome. All right. What can I do to help my son launch his career? Aw, they're saying you already do enough. Your support is just, having your mom's support is priceless. You can't put words to it. I guess that's what they're saying. You do more than you realize. But if you want actual physically something, let's see. Okay, so this card is about a journey, a direction card, right? Like a compass, like the direction, a map. Get the steps. Help makes it the necessary steps. Choose a direction. You know, you're there to give advice because you're being a parent or parental advice. Um, and I believe this is his life path. He's really like following his heart, and you're happy he's following his heart because now you're there to help him follow his heart. So I guess making the steps help him align, step by step. I don't know in what respect this is going on, but that's what they're showing me. Um, don't Okay, they're showing me the way we used to do business and things like that. Don't do the old ways of business. Think outside the box. That's what they're referring to. Like, um, what what happened?
I would have to ask the Holy Spirit to guide in necessary way right now, because the image that I just saw an image that hopefully has been in a kooky way. I'm literally seeing you pick up, I guess, your son and go, like lunch, just pick him
Ah,
up and throw him. But I'll let it be that the Holy Spirit can describe to me what that actually is for. I thank you so much. It actually is a little bit of a push. And we ask you to notice that what we're asking you to think about is how much you want to give him that energy, that incentive, and then have an understanding in your heart. I notice what I really want to give him is the urge to get up and accomplish it so that I don't throw him at it. I want him to notice this feeling is going to be just right inside of him. And my
mm,
understanding is that he has no one helping him but you. Is that okay to ask? I don't know why that came up, but I want to know if that's something that you're experiencing. And I thank the Holy Spirit. It's not that we're feeling like he can't get another idea. It's that we want him to notice how to open up his mind to what he can branch out with. It's noticeable that there's this fear in there a little bit. And we hope it's okay to say that it's not a fear
mm,
that remains. It's not a fear that harbors in him and remains there. It's liking the idea that he lets you know how to help him by saying, "This is what I need." That's a good idea. That gives us a better understanding, a better grasp of what can actually give you an avenue. So let's have it now. In the Holy Spirit, we ask that Joyful Journey has a way to notice what her son, how he will proceed. And he will actually ask for what he really actually requires to keep a going forward motion. We like it that it comes as simple, as easy as he spells it out for you. And we would like it to be that we can care about this enough to say, I thank you, Holy Spirit, for helping hold our hand and see how Joyful Journey can ask in the Holy Spirit for this to be the way that he seems to understand it, grasp it, notice it, and notice how he can ask in direction wise way for the answers that you're able to provide him. And we ask you to notice that we want you to give him a hand noticing how to do that by saying, hey, this is what I want to know. How much do you need is not the question. What can I help you understand? What can I help you decide? And
mhm.
notice it from there. And we frankly put love that you're going to feel really good about that, really great with what you accomplished that way. And we thank the Holy Spirit. I like
The
that.
whole time you were saying that, I got the card seek, guidance, help, miracle. Like he's looking to you for guidance, and you're asking, well, us in spirit, right? You're asking for the guidance and that higher guidance. And then I got this. It was not that it's bad. It says spendthrift. Careful on how the money's spent. Just be mm, cautious. Cautious. Be cautious. you know, not to go in too deep too fast. This is the importance of getting having good guidance. I'm not sure what it is he's uh, getting into, but that may be. I'm sure you've probably researched about it already, or he has. You know, there's a lot to starting and launching, like you say, launching his career. And I've been sitting here the whole time thinking he's going to start a business. So I don't know why I have that mixed up in my head, unless he is starting a business. I'm not sure. But, step by step, and the beneficial, accurate guidance. All right, joyful journey. Let me see. Sending butterflies is curious. He fits her perfectly. Good. Oh, that's cool. I'm glad. All right, so Liz in awe. Is it Liz in
Joyful
awe?
journey. Is that where you wanna launch him? It'll be
She
okay, dear.
does.
Just notice how you have in your mind and heart to do it now is gonna help.
He
It's
has
gonna help.
failed to launch. Okay, I see. I see. I see. I see. I feel like he has this dream in his heart. Okay, and he does want to start a business, but he feels like he can't say that because he doesn't have the money. That's where the spendthrift stuff came in. When we do that, right? We go with the old rules and we stay safe and stuff like that. But that's all changing. So I am not sure. I am the one who will push him. Okay. Does he is very fearful. Well, it's scary time period. I get it. Hi, Jules, learning to listen. It sounds like, if you want to talk to either Kaylee or I on a longer, you know, through email, so we can help you out and give you the time we you will need to do this. That makes
We
sense.
do, yeah, we do private sessions as well. So y'all feel like we can't cover enough here, then go ahead and feel confident that you can reach out to us and we can become available.
Thank you, Kaylee. Goodness, words. I'm telling you, words are I'm having a hard time today. Jules learning listen. All right. So thank you. Oh, we're at Liz Nah. I am seriously losing energy daily. Any words from spirit? No idea what gives. Glad to see you live. Well, I don't know if you've heard, but we're at the end of that wood snake year. We're at the end of a very tough release period. And I do know some of your history and story. So, absolutely, that's why you're not feeling energized at the moment. That will come, though. Give it time. Give it like to I want to say going into March, things will start to feel better. But
Mhm.
uh, right now, and this is also something we talk about. Allow yourself to just be, and it is so hard for you, and it's hard for me. I can't, I sit here and say, oh, I need to do this and that and everything else. Um, but it's really it's gonna help you so much more in the end if you just allow yourself to go slow and take your time and enjoy. I'm seeing like the little elementals all around you. I don't know. I think there's a you have a lot of visitors. That's what I'm seeing. You got exploration too. Everybody keeps getting exploration. Try, creation, experimentation, universe, underground. Take your time though. No hurries. Go ahead, Kaylee.
I think the Holy Spirit, I asked the Holy Spirit to guide. I do notice that what I want to ask you, Liz, is can I access your Akashic record? I do have a special understanding that there's some reason there's a function occurring in your form, your
Mm.
the shapy thing that we call a body. Some people do. I don't like to. Say that if you're okay with it, I'd like to notice what the spiritual root cause is before we address the consequence in the form. And notice that it's likely going to be something that you care about enough that we'll probably get to talk outside of here, if that's okay. But I'll let it be that if we can notice there is a reason to go into the Akashic, we'll put a bookmark in it, you and I, and we can talk a little bit later about it, if that's okay with you for me to ask in there.
Rules, laws, let's see. Rules, I got comply. Rules, laws, unwritten laws, too. I wasn't going to say that, but they sat here and they made me say it. So I don't know what they want you to comply with. I look at the unwritten rules, like that more draws to me. Um,
All right.
Approach things in differently than we're taught to, right? There's another way to approach things. All right, go ahead. I'm sorry.
I thank the Holy Spirit. I asked about, like, I was confident there was some reason to go into the Akashic, and I noticed there was nothing like a spiritual root cause. So we get to observe it this way. I like that the Holy Spirit's going to guide the words now. You don't have to worry. The breathing is actually a consequence of another function happening in your body. We care not about that word. And it's okay to notice that we want to adapt something that you're consuming in a different way. And we'd like it to be that you notice what it is without us telling you what it is. Think about it like it's a real simple thing to do with a dietary intake that you don't want. Notice it like it just pops into your mind. This one thing is, I think about it and I suddenly don't like it. And then notice what it does to you is it creates a series of experiences in your body, in your form, that feel as if you've got a sort of uncomfortable, bloated feeling in the gastrointestinal area. And then ask yourself, do I notice what is causing that? And then I want you to notice that it's really okay to let it be a simple thing right here. So you notice it and it can be cleared out right away. And we don't want to go into it like it's too much more complex than this, because I thank the Holy Spirit. We want you to notice how to feel so much better so we can get you online with us, dear.
You do have spirits around you, like little elementals. They're out there. They're helping you. This is if the breathing, if your heart was doing much better, my heart was doing much better. Visitors, I'm glad your heart's doing much better. But you're saying can barely get to the kitchen to feed my fur babies. Difficult breathing. I'm not getting that there's anything seriously wrong, except that you need to heal and take your time. But like KAYLEIGH said, a little bit more information later would probably help. Definitely reach out to us, or to KAYLEIGh or to me. Both, it doesn't matter. Joyful journey. When you're saying he won't launch and he doesn't know what he wants, agreed. Could be food. Been hypoglycemic lately. Okay, there. See, it's things like that. There's go slow. Oh, but joyful journey. How old is your son? I need to see. It concerns me, and I'm sorry. I really don't want to say it like this, but this is how they're saying it. It concerns them when you say I need to launch him. He is aligning onto his path. It's a really weird time for everybody right now. I'm not, I don't know the whole story, so I don't want to say that in that way, but kind of keep that in mind. Listen, lots of birds come into my window, and a piece dove flew into your house. That is so cool. Yeah. See, I was seeing all kinds of things like that. Beautiful. All right, let's go to Polly. Are you here? Polly. We have Polly and Mirror Dragon, Venus. and oh, SR Kish. Am I right? Yeah. So let me know if y'all are here. Salama is not here, so I'm just gonna take her down. Okay, so Polly, SR Kish, and Mirdra. All right.
I think the Holy Spirit lives. I think you're kind of heading in the right direction there. If you ask yourself, what's the one thing that's really kind of disturbing my gastrointestinal tract, it'll
Mm-hmm.
probably pop to your mind. You can close your eyes and imagine it, and you'll see it right away. And
Mm-hmm.
I think the Holy Spirit. I just saw corn. I don't know if that's
Mm-hmm.
anything you need to know about. I did just see corn, and I don't know what else to say except for go ahead and notice how you can adapt to a new idea. A new belief about the food you want to intake and find what's going to be a good fit for the energy you want to derive from it.
I know. I think you're right there on it too, Liz. Just like Kayleigh saying. Okay, Polly, message needed at this time, please and thank you. If time, message needed at this time. Polly. But I got like you're kind of like, just over all this. It's been a long journey. Um, not like you're mad or anything. You're just kind of over it. You want to see a change. Let's see what we got. Self-care. Self-care and purify. They're like, Valerie, everybody's being purified right now. All this release we're going through. I think that's, I mean, it's been a couple of years for a lot of us. Let's see. Welcome, Liz. Okay, so I'm getting. Let's see. What can we say? Journeys come. Okay, so you do have like they're focusing on your dream. Have you been dreaming and imagining and going into that? Because that's where you're really going to get some relief. Focus on your dream. And maybe take one little step towards it. Again, I got emotions new. Oh, this one says now it is Valentine's Day in a couple of days, but that's pretty interesting. It says love, new romance. I don't usually get relationship stuff, but this may be unresolved feelings or insecurities, hidden desire. Fulfill. There's your dream. Like, what is your dream? Allow yourself to dream that dream and focus on that. Don't focus on lack or things that were. All those things are being released right now. And as we release, we receive. So let me know if that's making sense, Polly. I don't know. What do you have, Kayleigh?
I have to ask the Holy Spirit. I was trying to hold my mind open to the answer, and instead I kept getting, don't even try, just wait.
Yeah.
And I ask the Holy Spirit to guide, and I'll answer that the answer for Polly is don't hurry up. Let yourself feel as though this is actually going to seem okay in a little bit. Don't fret about it. Feel as though it's going to get better. And do notice that you don't have to feel like an idea has to happen immediately. We do want you to thank the Holy Spirit when you have a good idea and feel as though this is actually an answer to your heart. And we ask you to feel like it's okay to have a patience idea. And we want to give you a hand observing what patience feels like, honey. So we're going to ask you to say, right at this moment, I'm going to notice how it feels in my heart. I'm going to notice how it feels also in my mind to notice patience. And I'll care about how it feels well enough that I want to savor it and keep it. And we ask you to try that right now and thank the Holy Spirit when you receive it.
That's so cool. I'm telling you, we're getting to the end, guys. We're getting to the end. Keep dreaming and imagining right now, because that's going to bring in a whole different reality for us. All right. Thank you, Polly. All right. So we have Mirror Dragon, SR Kish, and Venus. I know Venus is here. It's
There's Mirror Dragon. Mirror
okay.
Dragon, are you Mirror Dragon or Mirror as in like a Meredith dragon?
I love it. Mirror Dragon. Mirror. Okay, so here we are. I am trying so hard to keep my late partner's property, but it has been difficult and still unclear. It is my path. Is it my path to do this? Am I able to do this? So, am I able to do so finally? Thank you so much. I think we read on this last week too, didn't we? See if anything changed here. That's, is she supposed to try so hard to hold on to the property?
I thank the Holy Spirit. I'm putting in my mind an understanding of where you're coming from, and I'll let myself notice how to feel from there. You have a real heart there. It's like you want to hold on to someone, and I notice that we're having a feeling about you that says it's truly okay to let go and have an understanding, and notice that a replacement idea is not the point. It's more about a feeling of faith that you're going to be all right. We give you a hand observing that it's okay to let something be taken from you to have something more rewarding replace it. We do notice that how your heart is aligned is actually a really perfect understanding of caring about someone who is gone. We want you to notice that gone does not mean away from you in all ways. It does stand out that you want to keep a heartfelt openness to your friend, your partner. You want to love, 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 and have it feel as though you're going to let go where it helps you to let go. Where it hurts to let go, you'll care less and let go. And we feel like it's finally going to come a lot clearer in just a short little while that you want to live in a peaceful light that is fruitful and abundant. And we care that we're using these words because they're actually clearly the words that have to be given to you. It will be clear in just a little while, honey. Don't fear. Notice that your heart really wants to fear and tell it no. Tell it no. And no, you want to feel like it's good to release and good to holding on where it's not going to help to hold on. We could conclude that you almost certainly likely have a major understanding happening involving Pluto. And how Pluto tends to influence us is to feel as though we're enmeshed in a power struggle that gets really challenging. And it hurts us the more we struggle against a power that doesn't want to give us what we want. And we want to let you know how to let go in order to go with the new energy, the new understanding, and the new visitation that's going to occur, that's going to make something occur in your life which is much grander and better and more feeling fruitful and abundant than what you're letting go of. And we thank you so much for your presence here, and God bless you.
All right. I asked the pendulum, is she trying too hard to keep her late partner's property? And I get it, no. It is, but it has been difficult and still unclear. Is it my path to do this? Yes. Am I able to do so finally? Yes. But it's kind of like, when you release and you just let go, and more will be accomplished as you do that. It's I got what Katie was saying. You got a big heart and love. I was shuffling and I got this card again. I had it for the person before you. This is it's not so much it's about your heart. It's not about these things that are maybe you might have unresolved feelings, but I don't think you do. It's if you want the property and you want to go through that I feel like there's a let me just explain it. On the bottom there was peace. It's like you want peace for this whole situation, harmony, order, calmness. And then the first card I got was love because I kept getting love. Katie said love, and I got these two cards at the same time. So you do, this means something to you. Of course, your ex partner meant something to you. Then I got redemption. Right now, it says hope, miracle, turning point. It's kind of like you feel like you're stuck, but as soon as you relax it, the doors will open, things will move. And then family, and the roots stuck out on this. Roots, the house is the roots. But if it's difficult and uncomfortable, I'm not saying that's not something you should do unless you really are drawn to do it. But I feel that everything's going to flow up. Again, we're in that last part of this very deep stage of the old. The old and the new is emerging as the old is being released. And a lot of times it could be about the same thing. Spirit, how things are not so clear at the moment, but will become clearer. It is about you following your heart. That's the most important thing. They want me to go back to that. If this means a lot, if it means everything to your heart and you got the heart to keep going, they want you to do it. But if it doesn't, don't. I hope that helps, Mirror Dragon. But if you do, I feel it's just going to work out. Everything's going to just kind of click into place. All right. SR Kish and Venus. Sandra. No. It's funny you're talking about owls. Owls kept coming in for me this week. Oh, I love that, Sandra. Yeah. So, like, when stuff like that happens, she's texting heart, I say heart. It means something. It's significant for all three of us, I'd say, even in that. Okay. So, Venus is here, and we're going to go with Venus. And if SR Kish shows up, we're here for you.
Thanks for your question.
Yeah. So, this was the victim question, but she does have a regular question too.
Okay.
So some of the victims' experience not in the world may have done so in a past life. That's a hard one.
There's a reason I want to acknowledge a certain group of souls. They are called, I like that I'm not supposed to tell you the name of them, and I'm naughty enough to tell you anyway. They're actually, I thank the Holy Spirit. We're going to tell you, they're called blueprinters. They participate in consciousness elevation. They come in and deliberately incarnate in situations of hardship. And concerning that, it's kind of hard to express how important and valuable and dear these souls are. They will often enough come to where a really hard thing happens in their lives in order to help raise the consciousness in the world about that exact topic. There are not too many who are going through the reincarnation cycle who are going to come and experience the exact same experience that they've done to someone else. They'll have experiences that have a similar vibrational frequency. There are reasons to note that we want to keep and maintain an understanding of consciousness of the wrongness of this and never ascribe it to that person did something bad, so bad things happened to them. We always decide we're going to have the higher vibrational aspect of how we want to see this. And our view will eternally be compassion and care for anyone who is being harmed in any way. And that is how we come up. That is how we elevate our world consciousness. And I think the Holy Spirit, sorry, the dogs have been getting a little bit antsy.
Oh, look at that face. All right,
He's working so hard to get up here.
I know, he's like, I'm getting on my mom.
All right, set it down, buddy.
Venus wants a message from Spirit, and I think she's the last one unless SR Kish comes in.
All right.
All right. So then he can have his mama. So, God, lady, leave my mom alone. So cute.
I thank the Holy Spirit. I hope it's okay to go ahead and address. I like that I feel a little liking for something to come for you, Venus. It does have a feeling of signature energy related to Dad, and I do not know why, but I'm to say that. There's no more to say yet.
I
thank the Holy Spirit.
Interesting. First, okay, I got chat. So maybe just having a chat with your dad, and then I got sunset during the magic times. Okay, that's what they're showing me. Have this conversation or this chat, and even if it's with your spirit team, if it's not your dad, because I'm getting the big thing is to dream in your desires, your preferences, and the dreaming will make a difference on you, and it'll bring in surprises. Have that chat though in these magical times of the day, like when the sun is rising and setting. I don't know, it just seems like it's very important you do that with your team. I hope that helps Venus. Huh?
I said, you're welcome, Venus.
She's so sweet. I hope that helps because that is pretty cool. Yeah, I'm seeing like now like to have this have a good conversation now. Hi, Judith Anderson. Good to see you.
Hi, Judith.
All right, so I think we've done Meerkat. Helped so much. Thank you, God. We're helping. That's why we're here. We love hanging out with y'all, but most of all, we love to be of service. And in any way that we can be of service, we would love to. We're here for you. And we both have our information in the description box if anyone needs to get a hold of us. But I think he is finally happy to have his mama back. SR Kish isn't here. And we will be back next Friday. So we'll be back on Friday. Now that Friday is the 20th. That's a big day. That's at Uranus Neptune conjunction. Diane and I will probably do a show too that evening later on. So we can have some good information about all this new era coming in. You decide though, you guys decide, you pick the details. You pick the details based on your heart and your spirit team. I hope that helps. And KAYLEIGH, you got anything to say? What's he saying? He's like, hurry up, Mom.
He's saying, I'm determined to get you to be aware of me now instead of other human beings. I want you to be here with me now. That's how he's saying it.
All right. Well, we will see you next Friday. Thank you for coming on this Thursday. And we love you. And y'all be safe out there. This last week of releasing. Let it all go. And dream in your dream, your heart's desires. All right, guys, we love you. Be safe out there.
Right.